going on, everybody? It's Let's Paint TV's in the house. That's right. All right. Hey. Bring it on in. Let's Paint TV in the house. What is going on here? Pick up your partner and let's go wander down the road into Creativity Town. That's where we are at here at the Let's Paint TV headquarters in lovely Los Angeles, California. I'm your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Thanks again for being here. Having a great time. Hope you have a good time too. Hope you're having a great time. Hope you have just a super awesome time here in lovely Creativity Town. And that would be just about it. That's about what all I can offer you. Sustainability of the inspirational sustainability dichotomy assumption. Aleutian Islands, Anaconda, Everlast, Muhammad Ali, Lee Jeans. Billie Jean is not my son. Sons of Anarchy. Anarchistic recipes and more with Julia Childs. 818-528-4516. This is Let's Paint TV. We are talking creativity, talking painting. You got questions about painting. You got questions about life. We might be able to answer those questions here or there or never, ever again. I am actively trying to do a million things as usual and cutting into my creativity time, which makes Mr. Let's Paint TV a unhappy person. All work and no play, as they say, makes Mr. Paint no funny, no fun, no happiness, no content, no peace. But these are the breaks. Break it up, break down. We are still here, and I will be here for the duration of the program unless something comes up. I am actively looking for a new van, a new minivan, but I'm getting coached on what kind of van to get and what not to get and how much to pay, and oh man, my mind is just like a big mess. So also we are also headed to Chicago, the Let's Paint TV fun bus. Actually, we're going to fly out there, but we're going to be of all things a visiting artist at the Art Institute of Chicago. Hello, pretty fancy stuff. Crazy, man, crazy. So that's neat, and trying to figure out. Hey, Central Standard Time, is that 2 hours ahead? Is that? Yeah, I think that's 2 hours ahead of Pacific. Because then there's Mountain. If they want to, Maddie wants to talk to me at 5 Central. Well, that would be 3. That's not going to happen. Okay, so let me write back to her. Let me take your calls, 818-528-4516. And I'm also waiting for a phone call. And maybe I should look for vans too on Craigslist. Once you get into the operational mode of needing to do certain things, and then in my case it would be getting a van. I need a van. Then it takes over. Then tunnel vision sets in, and it is hard to do really anything else. But if you noticed, you still got to take a dump. you still got to take a dump. You still got to eat. You still got to sleep. You still got to. You still have other things popping in your head that are imminent and important to address. So, among other things, we got a whole slew of things that we got to do. So, let me just write back to Maddie here, my Chicago contact. 818-528-4516. 818-528-4516 is the number. Call us. I look forward to hearing from you on this lovely Sunday afternoon. No, Monday, Tuesday. It's Thursday here, Pacific time zone. It is, believe it or not, it is Friday in other parts of the world. In particular, would be Australia. And Bongo asks, are you gonna broadcast from Chicago? And the answer is a big no. I'm not. I have done that. I've gone to Kansas City and we broadcast for a full week there, and that was exciting, I gotta say. But the technology that needs to be dealt with to get to have that all worked out is a big pain in the ass on my end. If I have to fly with all the equipment, and I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that probably ever again. But maybe there will be a time and place for a live broadcast somewhere else if and when a system is readily available at a particular host venue. I'm sure we will do it that way, but at least at the present state, I'm saying we're not going to broadcast live. But you know what? I say that, and maybe we could, maybe we should be broadcasting live. That would be probably oh my goodness, that would be a fun thing for sure. My mic just, here, let me just show you this mic. Where is it? Is it this one? The Logitech camera, did it go down? Well, wait a second. Why is that not working? It should work. Why wouldn't it work? I don't understand. Weird. Why is it not working? Oh, it must be disconnected or something. Did I disconnect you? Huh. All right. 818-528-4516, 818-528-4516. Taking your calls. Not that it's imperative to take your calls. It's just I'm offering that as an option for you. We are happy to be here alive and well for the most part, hanging in there, as they say. Okay, now that since I've become somewhat obsessive about stuff and whatnot, I am going to look for cars on Craigslist. All right, let's take a look at Craigslist. See what we got here with the Craigslist stuff. 818-528-4516 is the number. That is the number. That's the number, 818-528-4516. Painting, exercising, being confused, that is what it's all about. Or not. Okay, I'm going to just selfishly go to Craigslist right now. How do I get there? I guess I just type in Craigslist. I guess I haven't been to Craigslist on this computer. Craigslist list. Boom. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I could use some coffee too. Get some more coffee. Now, all this, what am I doing? Am I doing something weird? Oh, I know. On my keyboard is acting up. So, Craigslist, let's take a look at cars, vans. Looking at vans. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's see here. What I could do is maybe I should just search for all vans, all cars, because they would be the newest. Let me go with pictures, because that's the newest list. And we just look picturally. And I've already looked at all these cars, so unless someone is putting a new one out, I don't know why I'm looking again. See, what gets me is I'm looking for these caravans, right? And no one is selling their caravans for blue book value or less, ideally, right? No one is selling their damn cars for that price. Everybody wants $1,000 more average. It's crazy. I guess people are. I guess that's the way it works. It shouldn't be that way, but I think it's just because, in particular, if you want a caravan, I don't need necessarily a caravan. I could get a Windstar or some other car that would work too. All right, I looked. There's nothing really. I'm not seeing anything updated, new, anything, I guess. I don't know. I might not be looking at the right place. All right, fair enough. 818-528-4516. I did find another van with only 37,000 miles on it. But it's a 99 Windstar. And apparently it's actually desirable to have a car with the less miles as opposed to a car with more miles. It goes against your conventional wisdom. It's like a stock market. It's like the stock market. People end up selling when everybody is selling, and people are buying when everyone's buying. And it's, in some ways, it's trying to make an analogy or make a connection. With cars, people want new, so they're willing to buy a car, a van or whatever that's, say, a few years old at a very steep price, even though it has 150,000 miles on it, as opposed to buying a car that's 10 years old with only 100,000 miles. Which is your better car? Well, it's a good question, but I think I would put my money on the car with the less miles. At least that is how I'm looking at it, the way I want to look at it, the way I'm thinking about it. So I don't know. I think that's clearly the case. But as I was talking yesterday about the flipping route of people flipping cars, there is that issue. Okay. Anyway, preoccupied as usual. Pretty much always preoccupied. If you came here for excitement here at Let's Paint TV, it's not happening. I kind of like that though. There's no really any pressure to really do anything, which is kind of nice. I kind of like that. It's kind of like just hanging out. No need to do a song and dance. Though I end up doing it anyway, but I don't think it's going to happen today. At least I don't believe so. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. Let's get me coffee and water. All right, we're back again. Let's Paint TV. Thursday. Pretty exciting show, as you can see. 818-528-4516. And as you can see, I'm not motivated to do too much of anything. But we will at least hang in here with you for the duration of the program. Yeah. It feels like sometimes, doesn't it feel like your brain is blowing up? I feel that way sometimes. And because of a lot of things happening. So that is something to consider. Your head is blowing up. But we can handle it. We might not do a great job handling it, but you're going to handle it nevertheless. Things will continue on until you die. Really, that's really the general gist of it all. So no biggie on that department. Just plug away. Try your best, I guess. That's what we're going to try to do. Hope for our best. Car search 2014. Yeah, I know. The thing is that we're going to look at a car now in the afternoon. It's got 100,000 miles on it. It's over Blue Book, but it's our best offer, so I'm going to try to get Blue Book on it. But it's the Town and Country, not the Caravan, so it's a little more fancier. And I don't really care about that, I don't need that. I don't need that extra fancy stuff because I'm just going to get paint on it anyway. So we'll see. And then the other thing is the timing belt. Here's a problem when you're buying cars. This is something I rather not have to get into, but if you're going to be buying a car, I want to give you dispense some good information, even though I may not be taking advantage of this good information. But this is information that has been given to me from a very trusted source. What to look for, or what you should probably consider when you're buying a used car. Probably you really shouldn't be buying a used car if it has over 100,000 miles on it. I mean, stay away from those kind of cars. I would say. But what the heck. So look for a car under 100,000 if you can. It's hard. It's not easy. All the cars I looked at, there's only about 5 cars that are at 100,000 miles or less. In fact, there was only maybe 3 in terms of a van that I was looking for. So that gets rid of a lot of cars out there. So you're screwed if you have to hold on to that principle. But keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Also, another thing to keep in mind, when a car is at the 100,000 level, it's important to get the timing belt replaced, or it needs to have been replaced, or you're going to have to do it, because that's how it goes down. Ryan, you bought one with 148. Well, how did that go for you, Ryan? You still happy with it? I mean, it's not. Look, people are selling these things right and left, and there are a lot of them. And my van went to 284, so it's not the end of the world. But if you can, try to shoot for under 100 if you can. Now, did it have a timing belt replaced? Your 140? It must have. Probably. Maybe. Anyway, that's my tip for the day from my trusted source in the auto industry. I have a trusted source that I respect. Though, sometimes you have to veer off and make a dumb decision too, which I get the feeling like I might. Not sure yet, says Ryan. Yeah, not sure yet. Yeah, fantastic. Not sure yet. Well, you're not sure if you got the timing belt replaced, if it had their timing belt replaced. Yeah. Apparently, that's a big could be a problem. In terms of the maintenance of a car. Okay, he said it's okay. Good. Well, that's the deal. It's great to have. You gotta have a mechanic that you can trust. It makes a world of difference. But you know what I always dread is taking the car out of town where you don't have your mechanic. You're on your own. You're on your own, and you're gonna have to, if your car breaks down, you're gonna have to deal with somebody in the middle of nowhere who's gonna fix your car. And you know what? I've really only had to deal with that like really only one time. And surprisingly, it turned out okay. It turned out fine. It was pretty bunked though, initially, but in the end, I got out of it. Having a new starter put in my van, and I was stuck in the middle of California, and the tow truck company, AAA, took me about 5 miles off the road to some place, and guy got me a new starter, and but it looked like he wasn't going to get one, and it looked like it was like during 4th of July weekend, and people were closing shops, and man, I was going to be stuck there all weekend in the middle of California. Oh, actually, and then even years and years and years and years ago, I had a car give out on me on Highway 5 on the Grapevine, and that I did have to spend the night in my van. This is before credit cards weren't readily available. This was like at a time when you if you were, young-ish, 20s, early 20s, people didn't have credit cards. You just didn't have. It was hard to, if you didn't have cash, you're worthless. But no credit card, because for some reason I didn't have a credit card back then. I don't know. So I only had like $3, and I bought a beer. I remember I bought a beer and I said, "Hey, some chips," and I spent the night in my van. Before the next day, some Bakersfield company came and they fixed my van, and I took the bus into L.A. and then I came back out to pick up my van. Kind of sucked, but it wasn't the end of the world, which is amazing. Sometimes you need to have those experiences. Not that I wanted that one. Actually, I didn't want that. I don't want that experience. It's not a bad experience. Really, in reality, it was a good experience. It was the beauty, the harmonic beauty of human beings working with other fellow human beings. It definitely didn't feel like I was the worst thing is felt like you've been taken advantage of. Nothing, that might be the worst feeling you can have ever, is being taken advantage of. That may be the worst feeling. I think it could very well. Am I stuck? No, I'm still here. Okay. I think that could be the worst feeling ever. At least at the moment, I'm thinking that is one's. But it's questionable if you were to know, if the person that you are to know, who you think had been, who you thought maybe was taking advantage. It's interesting to know, or it's always debatable if they actually in turn were really trying to, or they could be psychopaths. Those are very popular entity out there, where they're not apparently aware of what they're doing, and they do just take advantage and stomp over millions and millions of people without any concern, no empathy, no concern for a fellow human being. So that causes issues when they're not even aware that they're assholes, I guess, is the issue here. And even if you correct them on their assholeness, then it doesn't do any good, because then they'll feel like they're victims themselves. Psychopath who is also a victim, I guess. Hey, you've reached Let's Paint TV. We happy to talk to you about art if you'd like, or talk about my ongoing issues, which is my search for a new van. I need a new van, which is, I've had my van. I had this van. This is for, I guess, 14 years, almost 14 years. So, if you can get my gist, it is an emotional thing. I've actually forgotten how to buy a car. It's been so long. That's the deal. All right, and I'm bound to make a mistake, but I'm hoping my luck doesn't run out, and I pick a winner. It's like you got to pick a winner, which is always fun to do. It's always fun to pick a winner, be it in your nasal cavity or in the outer world. It is always a wonderful, good feeling. It's a good feeling to be had by all. The good vibrations. Having good vibrations is, wow, a good feeling. It feels good to have the good vibrations. Okay, I was thinking I was going to segue into a Beach Boys Good Vibration songs, but I didn't really know where to go with that or how to start it. I guess I'll try right now. Here we go. Good vibrations. Okay, I had it. Bum, 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 bum. Good vibrations. Bum, 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 bum. Do, 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 do. Good vibrations. Do, 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 do. Good vibrations. Ba 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 do 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 ba 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 do 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 down. All right, we found a way to get by another day, or at least with your connection, with your interactions. We're almost to the top of the hour, and I will be seeing you later in a few minutes. I want to get these paintings going, and it takes me a while to get started. I guess that's the problem. I am not necessarily a early bird on no matters whatsoever. I have a hard time waking up. I have a hard time doing anything in the morning. And today is no difference. But I gotta say, I am preoccupied. I am no doubt preoccupied, looking, hoping, wishing and hoping. You know, it'd be an ideal thing if this van that we get, if we get today, would be the end all, and I have it for another, you know, like we could only wish that your used car that you get, you can have for, 5, 10 years. Forget 5, let's go 10. You could have it for 10 years and go, 150,000 miles on it. With very limited breakdown issues. That would be ideal. I don't know. You're bound, but the thing is that, sometimes things don't work out. You're bound to make. It's like a painting, since this is a painting show. It could very well be. Call Click and Clack. Oh man, yeah. Your dad is back from prison. My friend blank. Okay, those are great questions. Your dad is back from prison, but we're not interested in we don't talk about that kind of stuff here on. We're more interested in the creative aspects of sorts, and so I'd be happy to answer those kind of questions. Happy to answer questions on that if I can. Click and Clack. Yeah, it'd be fun to talk to them and hear what they say. Yeah, I'm not, but I had been warned. Town and Country. Van, the Town and Country van, is not, has some problems in terms of logistics, in terms of fixing it, because they have a bunch of extra nonsense add-ons, the stupid add-ons that they put to make it look supersonic, more so than the just generic, if you will, Caravan. So it obviously you run into problems with that. So I'm not happy about that. I got to say, I'm not happy about that. Having said that, what I'm thinking I should just do is just keep looking for the van and just never buy the van. That's what I probably should do, and just make this ongoing thing and call click and clack and just like never be, just be very tentative. Don't jump in. Just avoid the actual thing, and then just not have a van for a while. I probably should just do that. I mean, but then again, I hate not having my own wheels. So I'm kind of itching to. But I'll tell you what, if you don't have the car, you are more inclined to spend more time in the studio, which is probably what I should be doing. I should be doing that, not running around. But all right, this didn't work. This did not work. I believe this thing stopped working. Is that the case? Silly gizmo that I thought was working. Does it work now? Stopped working. Fantastic. What time is it? Did I really bust this thing? Hey guys, the time is up for us on Let's Paint TV. I want to thank you all for being here. That is another exciting show. I really wanted to get some painting done, but I think I'm too excited by all the possibilities that are at hand. One other possibility, or one other interesting development that we have here today is I have an announcement of some sort that we will be at the I'll be a visiting artist at the Chicago Art Institute, September 8th, I believe. That's a Monday. So that is pretty official on some sorts. I haven't signed any paper or anything like that, but so September 8th, a visiting artist, Chicago Art Institute, and also I'll be doing a showing my art at a gallery, also in Chicago, and they changed the name, but it had been previously called Julius Caesar Gallery, but they're changing it to another Greek. What do they call those people? Who were those people back in those days? Those various kings. They weren't kings. What were they called? They were not the king Greek. They were not gods. Well, I guess they could be considered gods, or they forced themselves as gods. But what? Emperors. It was another emperor, or somebody in the Senate. Maybe it was one of the guys that killed Caesar. Brutus. I don't know. There's a new name anyway. So that is exciting, also, and I'm considering. I'm opening it up to, since I'm out there in that area, to possibly do any form of another performance in the nearby area. If we could line that up, that would be fantastic. And it would not be a performance such as this where I just sit here and I talk and talk about buying a new van. It would be more song and dance. More song and dance performance aspect. And also we're going to do a performance, it looks like, at the Chinatown Perform this July also. I've done that a few times already, and they have a fun night of crazy performances there in Chinatown. So it looks like I'm going to be doing something there too. So for you LA people, Chicago people, and also Baltimore, end of September. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Maybe I'll give you some follow up on my van story. You might be looking at a new owner of a new van. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. But it might not happen today. But there's always tomorrow. 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 There's always tomorrow. All right, we got in some Beach Boys. We got in some Annie. We talked about our van. Chicago, Baltimore, LA. Not so much about painting, but that's okay. Painting can wait. Your painting can wait. I guess that's it. I'm going to head on out. It's 12 here, Pacific Coast time. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.